Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with Clement Lenglet. As the Barca outcast cools talks with Saudi Arabia, he wants to stay in Europe. We are going to discuss on that as we move ahead. Secondly, talking about Ivan Fresneda, as Barca have an agreement with the 18-year-old starlet, but no consensus on his signing within the Barca camp. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the stories in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Barcelona are finally taking some big strides on the departure front after facilitating the exit of players like Nico Gonzalez and Alex Collado. The club is now looking to offload some of the bigger names. Frank Kessié and Clement Lenglet are two of the best stars on that front. Both players have no shortage of suitors, and all that remains is for them to choose their next club from the various options on their table. Lenglet has attracted interest from Serie A and Premier League in recent weeks. Al Nassr are the latest entrants at Lenglet's doorstep and hope to sign the player from Catalonia with a superior economic offer. According to reports from Tony Juanmati, the centre-back has decided to cool down his contacts with Saudi Arabia. He is focused on continuing in Europe and will look to continue playing at the highest level. Al Nassr had opened talks with Barca over a move while there were contacts with the players' camp as well, but he has decided to pull out of those conversations as he wishes to stay in Europe. Let's talk about two likely destinations for the player. Tottenham are the longest surviving party in the race to sign the Frenchman. After all, Lenglet played last season on loan with the London-based side. Spurs have been interested in his permanent transfer, but talks hit a standstill owing to Barcelona's asking price. The Catalans demanded 15 million euros for his move, but the London-based side refused to offer more than 5 million. AC Milan arrived on the scene more recently and believe that the signing can be closed for 10 million euros. With the Blaugranas getting increasingly close to recruiting a new right back, Jules Koundé, Ronald Araujo, Andres Christensen, Eric Garcia, Inigo Martinez will all fight in one for two spots in central defense next season. It is thus almost certain that Lenglet will see no minutes if he stays with the La Liga champions. After all, Xavi does not consider him part of his plans. Lenglet is thus expected to make a final decision in the coming days. His departure will bring significant relief to the Catalan side, not only in terms of transfer fees, but also on the wage bill. It's been a very long time talking about Lenglet, and I still feel very worried that up to this point in time, Barca have been unable to sell Lenglet, and time is running out. Time is running out. Tottenham have already, in fact, I don't know, since Tottenham have been showing interest and they have stood at their 5 million, they are uncheckable. Barca are asking for 15 million, but Tottenham are refusing, saying 5 million. And from the way I see things, Tottenham don't plan to increase that 5 million anytime soon. But honestly, we know that Lenglet has no plans in Barca next season. We all know that, and that is why Barca are looking all the possibilities to sell the player. Saudi Arabia side, Al Nassr, have been the latest club to show interest, and when reports started coming out saying that they are showing interest, I think many of us Barca fans, we could have been very happy because we know how those guys always succeed to get players through their offers, their very lucrative offers. But it's now a big blow that Lenglet have refused, that he does not want to play there. He wants to continue playing in Europe. And so it's like a very frustrating thing for Barca, who have been trying all their best to ensure that players like Lenglet leave the club as soon as they can. So Al Nassr have shown interest and they have started conversations, but the player have cut out from those conversations, according to new reports, as Lenglet does not want to go to Saudi Arabia at this time of his career. So it is also a worrying development, as Barca push and push to sell these guys so that they can have some space on their wage bill to acquire some new players and register new players as well. Of course, it's still very tricky, you know. So far, we have not really done good in the issue when it comes to player sales. And of course, but so far, Barca have loaned out some young stars already. Alex Collado have gone permanently. Players like Nico Gonzalez have gone permanently as well. So we're talking about players now like Lenglet, Frank Kessié, or maybe Eric Garcia, whose future still remains uncertain. And it remains to be seen as to whether from now to when the season starts, would they still be Barca players or would they be sold? But I definitely think that players like Lenglet and Frank Kessié, the way reports have been coming out these days, they will very much likely be sold this summer. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. Ousmane Dembele's imminent departure has opened the doors for Barcelona to sign a new right back. The defensive position is the squad's weakest department by quite some distance and has been their Achilles heel for a long time. According to a report from Alex Pintanel, the Blaugrana have an agreement in place with Real Valladolid right back Ivan Fresneda. However, there is no consensus in the board over his signing. Um, At just 18 years of age, Fresneda is still new to the highest level of football. However, he promises a high ceiling and a long-term solution to Barcelona's problem. Last season, the right back made 22 appearances for Real Valladolid and created 3 big chances in that duration. Further, he oversaw 2 clean sheets and averaged close to 10 defensive actions per game. Prominent figures in the club administrations like Deco are willing to take the bet on Fresneda despite his inexperience. His release clause stands at 20 million and the player has turned down several suitors to wait for Barca. Xavi, however, is pushing for the ball to sign a seasoned player who could provide guaranteed results. The Manchester City right back is one of the biggest names in world football and has made himself well known for his attacking flair. Xavi loved the 29-year-old star's profile and sees him as a good fit for his system. The only downside would appear to be his age and poor record of discipline at his previous clubs. Earlier today, Fabrizio Romano reported that Barca have reached an agreement over personal terms with Cancelo and that a deal was closed. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.